Phelps. A shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Und damit einen wunderschönen guten Tag, meine lieben Freundinnen und Freunde. Herzlich willkommen zurück zu L.A.Noire.
A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Ja. Wer weiß. So, alles klar. Ab zum neuen Fall. Let's go. Und heute mal ohne Facecam, weil ich mir dachte, na komm. Bisschen müde. Eigentlich hätte ich den Fall auch live gehabt. Oder live aufgenommen. Leider ist mir bei der Aufnahme ein kleiner Fehler unterlaufen. Okay, wie geht die Tür auf? Mit dem ganzen Element.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Any Central unit, suspect to be taken into custody at Southern California Auto Club. Stand by for further unit to handle identifying code 2.
Okay, komm. Den Nebenauftrag, die Nebenmission, die nehmen wir mal mit. Die ist ja auch, glaube ich, in der Nähe. So wie ich glaube. Sollte sie eigentlich gewesen sein? Nee, okay, nochmal zur Erklärung. Ich bin ein bisschen müde und habe mir gedacht, komm. Jo. Komm, lass uns einfach mal ohne Facecam machen. Ich habe keinen Bock da jetzt großartig alles Geheimnishüter. Großartig alles aufzubauen und fertig zu machen.
This joker was trying to tail one of our patrons inside.
I'm a reporter, you idiot. I'm doing a feature for the Examiner, and that patron I was following is a red under investigation by the feds.
Where is he now?
The parking lot. His is the blue Talbot. Say, how about an exclusive when you bring him back?
Shove off. You won't be filing your story today. I'll check this out.
A red, huh? Sneaky bastard. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Phelps, I think his name is. Brought in the case of that poor lady killed near City Hall.
Okay, jetzt rennen wir die ganze Zeit? Wenn ich Shift drücke, laufen wir normal. Was ist da los? Spiel ist kaputt. Wahrscheinlich, weil ich rennend reingelaufen bin.
LAPD, sir. Can I have a word?
Well, that's an admission of guilt if I ever saw one.
Tja.
He's not getting away that easily.
So, und jetzt mit einer richtig schön schnellen Karre hinterher. Wow. Wow.
I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
Oh. Wow, ups. Damn.
Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims.
Boah. Alter.
It's no good. We need to get closer.
Ich versuch's ja.
I don't know the way.
I don't know the way.
Give it up, LAPD!
Okay, was ist denn jetzt los? Warum, denkt das Spiel jetzt, ich würde permanent rennen?
This is harassment. Understand? My politics are nobody's goddamn business but my own.
Naja. Eieiei. Kommunismus. Was ist denn jetzt mit dem Spiel los? Habe ich jetzt immer Rennen drin oder was? Steuerung. Tastatur, Maus. Ja. Ja. Okay, Mausbeschleunigung aus. Das ist gut. Steuerung? Nee. Gameplay? Hinweishilfe, Action überspringen an, ja. Nee, Anzeige brauche ich nicht. Ey, der... Okay, irgendwas ist da mit dem Spiel schräg. Das ist ja komisch jetzt. Gut. Also wenn das gleich immer noch so ist, dann werde ich es mal neu starten müssen. Okay. Club 11.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Alles klar.
Kowski. Phelps. Back again. We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bow. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Alles klar. Ui.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Bowie. Eieieiei. Armer Kerl. Okay, und da ich die, das ja alles schon leider gespielt habe, kenne ich das so ein bisschen. Und zwar in dem Kasten muss ich...
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Mhm. So, den muss ich einmal nehmen.
What's that click?
Ich weiß jetzt nicht, ob ich die nach der Reihe stecken muss. Nein. Das war jetzt doof. Den angucken und wieder zurück. Ah, jetzt.
Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Aha. So, wir haben ein Ticket. Blue Room. Just Club.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
Und eine Spritze.
He kept his stash close at hand.
Bah. Boah, Spritzen. Bah. Ich hasse... Ey, habt ihr euch mal angesehen, wie schnell eine benutzte Spritze... Oh. Der sieht ganz schön tot aus, okay. Habt ihr euch mal angesehen, unter einem Mikroskop, wie eine benutzte Spritze aussieht? Wie die sich verändert? Morphium. Kann süchtig machen.
Do we have a news source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Ja, Drogen sind böse. Okay, da war nichts drin. Gut. Ach, Leute. Lasst doch mal die Flossen weg von den Drogen.
Army surplus again. The Goldrick must have been moving contraband through the club.
Eieiei. Okay. Und ich habe herausgefunden, warum meine Figur ständig gerannt ist. Ich hatte Caps Lock aktiviert. Ah ja. Wähler Tabak.
Packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Okay. Oh, falsche Taste. Entschuldigung. So. BAR.
These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
Eieieiei. So, wir haben alles gefunden. Dann würde ich doch sagen... Moin, Coroner. Unterhalten wir uns noch mit der Dame.
Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Ja, Schießerei.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Nee. Die guckt schon so komisch. Und gerade eben hat die auch ein bisschen weggeguckt, also die lügt. Oder wir zweifeln das an.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Wissen über Eddie.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Und da guckt sie wieder geradeaus. Da ich das natürlich schon einmal gespielt habe, aber meine Aufnahme ein bisschen kacke war, sagt sie die Wahrheit. Ich weiß, was da.
Where do you think you got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Mann. Armer Eddie. So, Bukowski.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Ach, den haben wir ja ganz vergessen.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Da hat er nichts an den Taschen. Auch nichts. Ich glaube, in der Hände hatte er auch nichts. Nee. Ach, Mann, armer Kerl. Einfach so aus dem Hinterhalt erschossen. Eieiei.
They didn't even try to find the safe.
Entschuldigung. Nicht mal versucht, den Safe zu stehlen. Okay. Das sollte wahrscheinlich einfach nur eine Botschaft sein.
All these cops. It's gotta gotta be something big, right?
Olive oil comes from olive.
Okay. Dann fahren wir doch mal zum Blue Room. Dingens. Club. Der ist hier, glaube ich, gleich an der nächsten Ecke.
How well did you know the owner?
McGoldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Und go! Und jetzt sind wir beim Blue Room. Da hätten wir auch laufen können, aber egal. Wir sind Polizei. With the cops. Die Herren.
I check coats. That's all I get paid to do.
Okay.
It's a small world, so you gotta use your elbows a lot.
Okay. Keine Ahnung.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Unterstundenführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Ach, Roy. Warum machst du das auch immer?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, Head Officer. We have work to do.
Ja, gut. Wir haben Arbeit zu tun. Das Morphium aus dem Armeevorrat. Was haben Sie damit zu tun?
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Nun, mit der Antwort war sie eigentlich ziemlich schnell da, aber, ne? Ich glaube, sie sagt nicht ganz die Wahrheit. Ich zweifle mal an.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
Okay.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Auch hier wieder mit den Antworten sehr schnell. Sie guckt ein wenig bedrückt. Ich würde sagen, auch wieder anzweifeln.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with you, officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
And you're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words and very noble. But words are just words, Colfax.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Eieiei, mein lieber Cole. Eieiei, und jetzt gibt's eine Verfolgungsjagd. Super. Nein, falsche Taste. Irgendwo konnte man sie doch... Ah, X.
Christ alive!
Ja, du bist rübergezogen, Mann. Vollidiot. Okay. Ach cool, wir sind sogar mit unserer alten Polizeikarre unterwegs.
These people!
Okay, das war knapp. Oh, aber die Leute fahren ja auch wie die Blöden. Ist eigentlich ein schönes Auto, ne? Etwas moderner, bisschen aufgemotzt. Und die Karre wäre richtig gut.
Wenn, can't risk losing the trail.
Mhm. Aber ich musste doch weit genug entfernt sein. Ja, als ob die uns nicht gesehen hat. Ja, cool. Mach nichts Unüberlegtes. Shit. Und der gute Roy hat es natürlich mitgekriegt. Böse, böse. Ach, Cole.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
My father says I'll never be an actress.
Yes. Oh, was für ein edles Restaurant.
Find a seat.
Ja, ich followe dir.
LAPD, we have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Eager Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Was sagst du zum Drogenring, der hier aufgebaut wurde?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Ja, er guckt schon so. Aber ich glaube nicht, dass ich ihn an der Lüge bezichtigen kann. Wie viel anzweifeln?
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Okay. Die Schießerei im Club.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Ja, da guckt er auch wieder so hin und her. Schon etwas nervöser, aber ich glaube auch nicht, dass wir das... Coolidge Room, Bars... Nee, da können wir auch nichts machen. Da haben wir auch nichts. Na komm, zweifeln wir an.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is L.A.'s most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working,
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus. I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Alles klar.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Ach
I
ja.
want to put him down in one round.
Ein sehr verzwickter Fall.
Took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
Guy gave his
So,
wife
how do we
tap.
connect the docks robbery to the
Sales,
mess at
fair
the
and love
111
and war.
Club?
I want to make homicide. You know you made it if you can get that desk.
Ah, hier.
You think those Vice boys get any on the side?
Enough to arm 3 companies.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the
Okay,
grand jury.
2,1 Tonnen.
Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
Yeah, I want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get to
This is
that
the crate
place.
we recovered.
Die Fluppen und die
I want to
Morphine.
make homicide.
500,000
You
cigarettes
got it made
loose
if
on
you
the
can
streets
get
of
to that
LA.
place.
Alter.
Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Okay. Uiuiuiui. Das wird ein großer Einsatz hier. Dim, 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 dim. Oh, Steff Oli. Hoppala.
I got the jitters again.
Dim, dim, dim.
I think we buffed in there and
So, ich hoffe, die Karre steht da noch. Orte. Schießerei. Nein.
You're behind the wheel.
So, da lassen wir Roy mal fahren. Weil es geht schneller.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identified. Code 3.
Jaum. Und nach einer kurzen Ladesequenz und Kamerafahrt sind wir da. Ei. Ei. Na gut, es war ein Statist, aber egal. Au. Ups. Okay.
Stay down.
Okay. Ich könnte warten, bis er nachlädt.
Stay in cover.
Mhm. Okay, ich versuch's mal anders.
Officer down in 1384 North Bronson. Ambulance is en route. Repeating, all units. Officers still need help on Bronson. Approach with extreme caution.
So.
Clear, go.
Ich meine, Roy kann ihn doch gut ablenken, oder?
LAPD, drop the gun now.
Erwischt. Schnell einen Kopfschuss. Chickity-klick. Building a Little California. Schöne Werbung. Ah, jetzt hat sich das wieder umgestellt. Okay. Mit dem Rennen. Okay. Den netten Herrn kennen wir nicht. Da hat er nichts. Aber bestimmt in einer anderen Seitentasche. Ja. Alvaro. Route 217, Hollywood Sunset zwischen...
Phone number and restaurant table.
Okay. Uiuiui. Ah.
It's one of the BARs.
Da haben wir die dicke Knifte. Alles klar. Made in the USA. Und eigentlich waren da noch die Magazine, aber egal, die sind nicht wichtig.
Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Eieiei.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Ah, Mensch. Okay, da sagt er echt nicht die Wahrheit. Ich glaube aber auch nicht, dass er lügt. Dann würde ich sagen, zweifeln wir mal an.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It's a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Kollege, gibt es ein Motiv für die Schießerei?
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Du verheimlichst uns was.
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
Mhm. Aber wir haben hier Notizen gefunden.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool
Okay.
customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Not for a minute. So, okay. Ganz kurz eben, ich stelle mich mal hier an die Straße und ich mache mal eben ganz kurz mein Fenster zu, weil es wird ein bisschen kalt und bis dahin können wir mal dem netten Telefonat lauschen. Und dann bin ich gleich zurück.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thanks.
So, okay, da bin ich wieder und es hat genau dieses wunderschöne Telefonat gedauert. Ambulance. Boah, was sahen die Feuerwehr, Krankenwagen und Polizeiautos damals komisch aus. Vor allem die Krankenwagen, ne? So, wo fahren wir hin? Zu Kelso's Apartment natürlich.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
It won't work. He's a tough customer.
Alles klar. Dann brollern wir mal hin. Mal gucken, ob wir mit dem guten Mann reden können. Jo. Lustig, dass sie halt mitten auf der Kreuzung dann anhalten, wenn ich da angeschossen komme. Okay. Erstmal rufen. Möp.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Ach, Mensch, Jackie. Das Morphium, weißt du da mal irgendwas von?
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in L.A. trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Okay, er guckt eigentlich schon so. Aber eine Lüge können wir ihn, glaube ich, nicht bezichtigen. Weiß nicht, ob er auf den Papieren drauf stand. Und da ist das eigentlich auch nichts. Okay, wir zweifeln die Sache mal an. Weil die Wahrheit sagt er auf keinen Fall.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Du sag mal, kennst du den Ex-Marine McGoldrick?
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Okay. Ja, mal keine Bewegung. Guckt nie wohin. Er guckt geradeaus. Ja.
Then you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
Waffen von der gestohlenen Coolidge.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Auch wieder geradeaus guckend. Nee. Okay, der sagt auch die Wahrheit.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Yippie.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on, Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
Und der Kohleraub, Raub, was hast du damit zu tun?
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Ach, Jackie. Das ist zwar keine Lüge, aber ich würde es anzweifeln. Wir erhöhen mal ein bisschen den Druck.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
Gut, dann markieren wir mal eben den Ort.
How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Robert Steiner. Und du fährst. Ich bin faul.
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Ah, ja. Der Zusammenhalt in der Armee und in anderen Bereichen manchmal sehr hoch.
Just walked up and shot the man. 2 of them officers, they went that way.
Go on,
Alles
get
klar.
after him.
Und wieder eine große Verfolgungsjagd.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer.
Okay, I step on it.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Oh.
Getting close. Steer him off the tar.
Okay.
I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. Hit him, Cole. Spin him out.
Ah, ich würde es ja gerne, aber der fährt wie so ein Irrer. Bah.
It's no good. We need to get closer.
Open fire! Every man for himself.
Dude. Dude. Ui, das haben wir noch geschafft. Ich meine, wir haben sie nicht von der Straße abbekommen. Aber naja. Es gleicht hier wieder einem Schlachtfeld. Achso, ne, den Typen kennen wir wahrscheinlich nicht. Vor mir sich der hat ja auch nichts drin. Driscoll. Beckett. McGoldrick. Higgins, Colony, Connolly. Hoppla.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
Eieiei. Ach nein, da war der Zettel drin. Ich wollte gerade sagen, leg ihn mal wieder zurück. Okay, der hatte ja, glaube ich,
We need
nicht
to get to those guys fast,
mehr.
otherwise there'll be no case.
Ja, da haben wir wieder eine Wumme. Eine Bar. Eine Zeitung. Na, dann gucken wir die uns doch mal an.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
The name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
Upsala. Jetzt habe ich mich stumm geschaltet, weil ich nicht dazwischen labern wollte. Ach Mensch. Mein lieber Cole. Und mein lieber Roy.
They're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack.
Irgendwas ist hier noch. Hä? Kann ich das Auto untersuchen? Nö, die Karre ist Schrott. Der hat noch was? Ach, hier hat er auch noch was gehabt. Oh, das habe ich gar nicht gesehen. Mickys Treffen um 21 Uhr beim News View Gebäude. Sheldon. Mitte 20.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Ah, okay. Das war ja mal die Zwischensequenz, die wir, hoppala, mal gesehen haben. Mit Courtney und Mickey Cohen. Ja, ich habe die Tür zugemacht. Chinese Theater. Dann gehen wir da noch mal hin.
You know the way. You can drive.
Wahrscheinlich noch eine Verfolgungsjagd. Ach, shit. Yep. Und ein Soundbug.
Getting close. Steer him off the tar.
Oh.
Step on it, huh? Just get me a little closer.
Ja, toll.
Getting close. Steer him off the tar. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Ja. Boah, ist das laut.
I can't take a shot from here, Cole.
Alter.
Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps.
Jo, über dem Baseballfeld. Alter.
I'll try for the tires. Keep your foot down. LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Oh. Ui, das war knapp. Okay, das Geballere werde ich nachher ein bisschen runterschneiden. Oder runtersetzen vom Ton. Upsala, war das laut. Und Roy steht da so wie so ein begossener Pudel. Augen starr geradeaus. Gut. Nächster Ort. Das Post Office.
Here's what I heard.
You drive. We can go over the case notes.
Okay.
Some kind of big conspiracy.
Es geht los mit der Schießerei wieder. Heidelei, was ein Geballere.
Beautiful day. Hope we have no trouble. They're giving ground. Move up. We gotta tag the rest of them. Shoot that punk. Stay in cover.
So. Ich glaube, da hat er gerade einen Reifen platt geschossen, oder? Ja.
Take cover, you lunatic.
Ach, geil, das geht. Und töt. Ein Schuss verpasst. Ei. Der lebt noch. What?
Tell Courtney. Bad luck. It was worth a try. It was worth a try.
God. Oh, scheiße. Alter, und die Augen, wa? Na, was hast du da in der Hand? Lenny Finkelstein.
Polar Bear Ice Company. You really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Eieiei, nee, lieber nicht. Nee, sonst hat er, glaube ich, nichts in der Hand. Moment, ich laufe mal weg und wieder hin. Okay, da haben wir alles gefunden. Okay, da liegt noch einer. Da ist einer, aber...
You better go find out what happened here.
Ja, ja, alles klar. Da liegt noch einer. Den gucken wir uns gleich mal an. Ach, hier ist auch noch einer. Eieieiei. Schießen sich da alle über den Haufen, ey. Okay, der hat nichts da in der Hand. Zettel. Meeting with, Treffen mit Sheldon und Cohn. Las Palmas.
Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Okay. Ja, ist nichts drin.
Majewski, Beckett, Goldrick, Driscoll, these are good guys. Why did they get wrapped up in this thing?
Not everyone has your unwavering restraint in the face of temptation, Cole.
Eieiei. Okay, dann gucken wir mal. Nächster Ort. Kommen wir doch mal zum Treffpunkt. Und damit das wieder nicht zu lange dauert.
Beautiful day. Hope we have no
You're
trouble.
behind the wheel.
Und lassen Roy mal wieder fahren.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Hat er nicht ganz unrecht. Hat er ja nicht ganz unrecht.
Light them up. All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
Der Showdown scheint gelaufen.
Keep moving, I'll cover you. On the roof, Cole, nail him.
So, genailt.
Stay in cover.
Alles gut.
I'm wide open here.
Get in cover.
They're making a run for it after them.
Can't hit him from this distance.
So, der ist runtergeplumpst. So, der sieht blöd aus. Und
Find some cover.
töt. Alle erwischt.
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that list.
KGPL to Car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
Alles klar. Dann geht's jetzt zum Revier. Der große Showdown.
You can drive.
Und ich lasse ihn wieder fahren, weil ja, das geht ein bisschen fixer. Bin jetzt ja auch schon über eine Stunde am Aufnehmen. Und ich glaube, ich mache dann 2 Teile daraus, also je eine halbe Stunde.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
I'm working a major case. I'm not close, Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
But, Cap,
No buts. This is more important.
Hey. Ich glaube, das wird nichts Gutes sein. Ah. Die beiden kennen wir doch.
Sheldon, is this your attorney?
No, Detective. This is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me out.
How do you do, sir?
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation.
Hey. Die 6 Marines auf der Abschussliste.
I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Knifflig. Ich würde sagen, dass er lügt. Aber ich bin mir echt nicht sicher. Ich würde sagen, wir setzen mal einen Intuitionspunkt an. Ein. Okay, eine Lüge. Dann ist es auf jeden Fall eine Lüge.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
Hm. 6 Marines, Schützennotizbuch oder eine Notiz? Oh, bitte, lass es die hier sein.
We know about your showdown with Cohen. We found notes on your guys.
Cohen is hitting our old unit. He believes we have the morphine. I told him that we don't have it. And that's the truth. Isn't it, Doc?
I believe Mr. Sheldon. I think he's telling the truth, Detective.
Ja, aber ein Arzt ist kein Rechtsbeistand, ne? Ja. Okay, der Raub auf der Coolidge.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes, that's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
Er guckt geradeaus. Aber ich würde fast sagen, Becketts Geständnis. Er sagt Courtney, Pech. Es war ein Versuch wert. Wir haben ein Geständnis von ihm. Ich würde fast sagen, das ist eine Lüge.
So you don't mind that the mob executed McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof?
Ja, wir haben ein Geständnis von deinem Kumpel.
Beckett had a message for you before he died. Bad luck. It was worth a try.
I feel bad about Beckett, Phelps. He was a hard charger. Those guys deserve more. I don't blame them for taking their shot.
Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office, now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were.
Oh Mann, wir hatten ihn so weit.
You certainly had us fooled, Detective.
Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on here?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures, lad.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot.
The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Scheiße. Toll gemacht, Roy.
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Scheiße. Er hat ja nicht mal eine Knarre. Und zurück zu Elsa. Hat er niemanden, wo er sonst hingehen könnte? Ganz ehrlich. Keine Ruhe den Gottlosen. Erfolg freigeschaltet. Alles bekommen. Degradiert zur Branderwählung. Sittendezernat abgeschlossen. Du wirst wegen deiner Taten degradiert. Mach dich bereit für eine Versetzung. Ah, shit. Trotz der Bankenkriege und eines ungelösten Raubs wird nur eine Story die Schlagzeilen beherrschen. Ein Cop, der Ehebruch begeht. Na super, und das wird jetzt an die richtig große Glocke gegangen. Ja, toll. Alles klar. Liebe Freunde, dieser Fall ist abgeschlossen. Ich würde sagen, wir gucken uns noch kurz das Video an, was danach kommt. Und dann sagen vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zur nächsten Folge. Bis dahin. Ciao, ciao. Euer Gary. Tschüss.